More big news when it comes to the Galaxy Note 20 series. Some really big news from OnePlus as well. Xiaomi and Poco phone news. And if your phone is crashing, it's probably Facebook's fault. So if you're looking forward to the Galaxy Note 20 launch, then you're in luck, because apparently one of those phones at least is going to be giving us a fantastic high-end screen. Not that we wouldn't expect that from Samsung, but according to this supply chain analyst anyway, at least one model in the Note 20 series is going to give us the top-end specs on the screen, at least, with a 120Hz display and a Quad HD resolution. I know a lot of people did question why the Galaxy S20 series never came with the ability to use both the high refresh rate and the high resolution together. You can either use the high resolution and low refresh rate, or high refresh rate and slightly lower resolution. I know a lot of us were waiting for some updates to be pushed out, maybe to give us the option, but it looks like now anyway, thanks to a lot of information posted recently, that it may actually be a hardware limitation on those phones, and so that probably isn't ever going to come. But according to this leak, we will be getting the option in the Note 20 series, or at least one of those phones, as the hardware itself will be upgraded. And we also get leaks regarding the upcoming S series, so next year's S flagship, either the S21 or the S30, I'm guessing S21. Apparently Samsung are testing out some camera units right now for that device. So there are a couple of different options that they're testing right now, but actually both of them are using a 150 megapixel image sensor. Crazy as it sounds, but this is almost certain for the S21. We know from Ice Universe, he said they had finished research and development for this 150 megapixel. They will also be giving this or a similar sensor to Xiaomi to launch first towards the tail end of the year. According to the leak, the other cameras are a 64 megapixel zoom camera, a 12 megapixel macro lens, a macro lens, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide. And also the report says that Samsung are testing camera units without time of flight sensors, which again is a slightly odd one, considering it seems like more phones are using them and there's a lot of use for them with AR applications. These aren't finished camera units though, they're just testers, so Samsung can test everything out. An interesting fact though is that one of the camera units actually has optical image stabilization on the selfie camera, which is definitely something that I want to see them implement in their next phones. The report also says that Samsung are testing one of the camera units where they actually ditched the laser autofocus that they're using in the S20 series, or at least the S20 Ultra. And that must be a good thing, because the S20 Ultra has been plagued by a lot of focusing issues. It still has them even after the updates, especially in video. So maybe they're just ditching the laser autofocus. These are all things that are being tested by Samsung right now. And of course, we wait way longer until next year until we can really be sure about what parts they actually want to use in their next S series phones. The Android 11, that's the next version of the Android operating system, is rolling out its beta on the 3rd of June. Google usually launches the new operating system at the Google I/O event, but obviously that's been cancelled, and so we're just going to get an online launch event. This is going to be pushed out online. If you want to go into the beta, look out for that. There will be an online event and an online Q&A session about the beta and all the upgrades. But the 3rd of June for the rollout of the beta for Android 11. Good luck getting it on any existing Android phones for a long time though. We know it takes so long to roll out to old phones. And if your iPhone device is crashing, it's probably Facebook's fault. This is a bug with an update that was pushed through by Facebook. They were trying to update the software development kit, or the SDK, and the update basically crashed the way that a lot of apps log into their systems. Some people use Facebook to log into other apps, but even if you don't, apparently the apps are still affected. This is affecting Spotify, TikTok, Tinder, and Pinterest, and a lot of other apps apparently. But Facebook have rolled back the update, so that should be going out to phones very, very soon. So the problem should be corrected. But just know, if your iPhone is crashing, you're not alone. Lots of people are affected. Poco are releasing the Poco F2 globally on the 12th of May. This is an official launch date now, at least leaked anyway from the invites that were sent out. The 12th of May, 2 p.m. Spanish time, we are getting the Poco F2 or the Poco F2 Pro. This is a rebranded Redmi K30 Pro from Xiaomi's sub-brand Redmi being given to Xiaomi's sub-brand Poco. So a really good phone, a flagship killer type phone, although the price is maybe 600 plus euros. So not very cheap these days, flagship killers. We also got some sales figures for Q1 2020, and it shows that in Western Europe anyway, Xiaomi are seemingly doing quite well. They're actually adding sales in most markets where others are really dropping sales. Actually, most of these sales will be coming from people that would have bought Huawei or Honor devices and can't do that anymore with the Google situation. So it looks like Xiaomi are the main beneficiary of those sales moving away from Huawei into Xiaomi sales. The market has been hit hard in general, but it looks like Xiaomi anyway is weathering the storm fairly well. All right, that's your news for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the other channel for lots more content as well, and I'll see you in the next one.